Good evening to all learners. Good evening to all learners. So again, I am instructed to all the learners, register their name and roll number. सब रजिस्ट्रेशन कर दियो मेसेज बॉक्स रे समस्ते रजिस्ट्रेशन कर दियो रजिस्ट्रेशन नंबर एवं ना मेसेज बॉक्स रे
सर स्टार्ट करो तो
हाँ स्टार्ट करछि so let us listen that the development of artisans and landless laborers, the part covered here, the development of artisans and landless laborers. As we came to know that India is a rich country where poor people are living. India is a rich country where poor people are living, we know. Why? भारत होची गोटे धनी राष्ट्र जोठी की गरीब लोक माने बसवास करूछथि and it is one of the explanation the aspect is concern one exclamation भारत होची धनी राष्ट्र because we have plenty of deposit of natural resources. So natural resources is God gives resources. God gives resources. सत्यवान साहू म्यूट करो. हेलो सत्यवान साहू म्यूट करो. So that natural resources includes the water resources, land resources, forest resources, mineral resources, marine resources, having huge deposit of natural resources in our country. Similarly, Odisha is a rich state where poor people are living. We have plenty, abundant deposit of the mineral resources. The horizon of like Keonjhar district and Sundargarh having abundant deposit of natural resources, but the people are poor. The district, Keonjhar district, Sundargarh district belongs to tribal district and their capital resources is not so high. The people per capita income is so low. So in comparison, if we will compare the Jharkhand, Bihar, Odisha, all these states are poorer states. In comparison with the Uttar Pradesh, Punjab, Haryana, Maharashtra, Gujarat. Punjab, Maharashtra, Haryana, Gujarat are a rich state in our country. But Odisha, Bihar, Jharkhand are poor states in our country. Though we have abundant deposit of natural resources, particularly qualitative mineral resources is deposited. All these are the God's gifts, the natural resources, but it is not properly utilized due to defective planning and strategy and corruption, etc. So that's why we are not taking strategy plan how to properly utilize the mineral abundant deposit of the mineral resources. Joda, Badbil, Balani area having abundant deposit of Asian, the most qualitative raw materials or mineral resources. We are only exporting through Paradip port and other Haldia port. आमे विभिन्न बंदर देकरी आमे ए जो एशिया महादेशर मोस्ट क्वालिटेटिव अति मूल्यवान विभिन्न खनिज पत्थर गुडी आमे रप्तानी करि दउछन विदेश को चाइना जापान कोरिया ए सब स्टेट को आमे वी आर एक्सपोर्टिंग and by which we are getting minimum returns, but they are producing the factor input, they are converting into output, they are getting high income and return, they are selling to us. India is the most best market in the world for consumption purposes, for demanding different products as the foreign countries, and they are finds in the world that India is one of the best markets in every respect. So that is why, as we have abundant deposit of natural resources, but it is not properly utilized so far today. Since independence, the government of India so far had not taken any proper plan and strategy how to utilize the God's gift natural resources, particularly the mineral resources. And mineral resources includes the forest resources, water resources, marine resources, and the mineral resources and other land resources. A variety of natural resources we have possesses, but it is not properly utilized so far today due to unwillingness of political and that political willingness, lack of political willingness and planning strategy by which such natural resources are not properly utilized, and we are just exporting the raw materials. So how the development of artisans and the landless laborers, and how we will create the scattered small entrepreneur in our country, because as you know, India is a country of villages. More than 80% people are living in rural area. Once upon a time, Mahatma Gandhi's views was that if village will develop, then country will develop. We know there are urban areas and rural areas. The national income particularly depends on the village people. समग्र भारतर जातीय आय गाँ गंडा अंचल उपरे विशेष कर निर्भर करिथाय, कारण 80 भाग ऊर्ध्व लोक गाँ गंडा अंचल रे एग्रीकल्चरल फार्मर भाव रे ट्रेट होइथांती। तेणु जदि आमे गाँ र विकास करिबा ताहाले समग्र देशर विकास होई परिबो। इंडिविजुअल हाउसहोल्ड कंसर्न, ईच इंडिविजुअल हाउसहोल्ड शुड ग्रो द पर कैपिटा इनकम। आमे आगुरु आलोचना करिथिले जे per capita income if will grow, so automatically that will have a very good positive impact on to hike the national income. So national income, growth of national income depends on the per capita income of the individual concern of all the citizens. So that is why we should create a number of scattered small entrepreneur. आम देश रे ए पर्यंत सुधा देखा जाइछि 10% लोकन हाथ रे समग्र 90% capital resources control ही चलছে आम देश रे। So 90% लोक मानक पाखरे just middle class and those are also living below the poverty line, such categories of people. So proper there is a gap between rich and poorer section, vast gap between rich and poor section, maximum people living below the poverty line so far today. So that is why the government should take action plan how to reduce the gap between rich and poor section. In order to reduce the gap between rich and poor section, so that small scattered entrepreneur should create. Hence, we should give him priority on the village industry and cottage industry, where self-employment will be created automatically. So that is why in this block we can study the units divided, that artisans and laborers, the main objectives of this unit, the learners about the working and living conditions of artisans and landless laborers, besides the scheme of what are the upliftments as elements required to develop the economic status of the village artisans and landless laborers, impart knowledge and understanding about their artisans and craftspersons, discuss the schemes on khadi and village industries, acquaint the programs of rural and cottage industries, indicate the state policy measures, programs for the upliftment of the rural artisans. So impart knowledge, understanding about the problems associated with the landless laborers, so that different schemes must be properly implemented and transmitted to grassroots levels as government implements different plan strategy for the rural artisans and landless laborers and small farmers. So a discussion purpuru we now cite one beautiful examples about our national leader, national planner, Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, who was our first prime minister during 1951, first 5-year plan implemented. And Gandhian view and Nehruvian view is different. महात्मा गांधी view एवं गांधी जो जवाहरलाल नेहरू view संपूर्ण भाव अलग. महात्मा गांधी, who is our we treat as father of nations, who declared that India is a country of villages. So we grow and develop, modernize to rural India. तेणु से से गोटे कही कुटी खाओ काटी पिंध, कुटिकी खाओ काटिकी पिंध, जो से चरख प्रथा प्रचलन करते आमे ब्रिटिश द्रव्य को वर्जन करवा. तेणुक विभिन्न प्रकार आंदोलन रिवोल्यूशन से समय चली जाइए, सिविल डिसओबीडियंस मूवमेंट एवं अन्य विभिन्न प्रकार रिवोल्यूशन ब्रिटिश सरकार के एग्नेस्ट सबू से समय नेशनल जातीय प्रेमी माने सब आंदोलन करते. तेणु महात्मा गांधी कहते आमे गाँव विकास करवा. सो वी शुड डेवलप मॉडर्नाइज द विलेजेस, ऑटोमेटिकली द एंटायर कंट्री विल become developed. But Pandit Nehru view is different. So Mahatma Gandhi was given priority on the village and cottage industry, small industry, village, cottage industry, small industries and handicraft, sericulture, aquaculture. ये सब होची हमारा कृषि जात द्रव्य रॉ मटेरियल जो मिलुथिबो ताकू नै करी छोट छोट स्कैटर्ड इंडस्ट्री जदी विभिन्न अंचल रे क्षुद्र उद्योगी माने सृष्टि होई परिबे ताले ऑल द फैमिली मेंबर्स विल एंगेज बिकम सेल्फ एम्प्लॉयड. जदी गां गटा अंचल रे क्षुद्र क्षुद्र उद्योगी सब विछुरित भाव रे सारा भारत रे छोट छोट उद्योगी सृष्टि होई परिबे बेसिंग अपॉन द रॉ मटेरियल्स ऑफ एग्रीकल्चर, so that the family income status and economic condition we can grow. समग्र परिवार रो अर्थनैतिक मानदंड दृढ़ होई परिबो जदी हमें गां गंडारे जो रॉ मटेरियल्स कंचा माल मिलथो कृषिजात द्रव्य विभिन्न प्रकार कृषिजात द्रव्य एवं ताकू नै करी हमें क्षुद्र क्षुद्र उद्योगी सृष्टि करि परिबा ताले विलेज विल डेवलप and economic conditions of the village will held possible. But if we will focus on the viewpoint of Pandit Nehru, it totally differ from Mahatma Gandhi. Mahatma Gandhi given focus on modernization, आधुनिकीकरण ऊपर से गुरुत्व दौले. Hence, Pandit Nehru was given priority on heavy industrial, large scale industry ऊपर से गुरुत्व देते. जोथ पे during his period, Prime Ministership, Rourkela Steel Plant or Steel Authority of India established during Pandit Nehru Prime Ministership. So during Pandit Nehru Prime Ministership, 5 सेथि पई कोन करा गला गवेषणा बड़ बड़ शिल्पानुष्ठान मान सबु एजुकेशनल इंस्टीट्यूशन एस्टैब्लिश मध्य करा गला. That is known as Indian Institute of Technology, or 5 IIT was established during his prime ministership and during the implementation of the first 5-year plan. प्रथम 5 वार्षिक अमल समय योजना समय रे पंडित नेहरू कोन करथिले 5टी IIT एस्टैब्लिश करथिले आम कंट्री रे. खड़गपुर, मुंबई, दिल्ली, कानपुर एंड बेंगलोर, हैदराबाद. सो ए भली 5टी अति सॉरी एटा गुवाहाटी रे 5टी IIT during first 5-year plan period was established. इंडस्ट्रियल गवेषणागार बा शिक्षा अनुष्ठान जोटी आधुनिक शिल्प संस्था पर विद्या अध्ययन पिला माने सब करि थांती. सो काहे कि से एस्टैब्लिश कले ना टू establish large scale and modern heavy industry ऊपर पंडित नेहरू गुरुत्व दौले से गाँ ऊपर विशेष कर फोकस करूले किंतु महात्मा गांधी का फोकस ऑन टू ग्रो एंड डेवलप द विलेज इंडस्ट्री एंड ही cottage village industry sericulture hello the viewpoint of Pandit Nehru. My voice is clear or not? Hello, voice clear?
Clear, sir.
Acha.
Yes, sir.
So viewpoint of Pandit Nehru and Mahatma Gandhi was differ. So modernization ऊपर से गुरुत्व दौले. So why Pandit Nehru was given priority on heavy industry? Because in order to compete with the foreign countries, विदेशी राष्ट्र सहित compete करिबा पाई कारण भारत थारु अन्य यूरोपियन कंट्री गुडी करे मॉडर्नाइजेशन संभव होई परिछि यथेष्ट आगुरु तेणु करी से गुरुत्व दौले हाउ टू प्रोड्यूस मोर एंड मोर goods and commodities industrial product and to export to foreign country to earn maximum foreign exchange in order to clear the balance of payment or bust clear the buff system from our country. So that is why Mahatma Gandhi Pandit Nehru was given priority on large scale or heavy industries. So how to modernize the country. But both view was correct, but as India is a country of villages, so government mostly given importance on village area. कारण भारत गाँ को नहीं भारत गठित तेणु गाँव विकास निहाती एकांत आवश्यक. Otherwise people will migrated from rural area to urban area. Urban area को लोक माने सब थाइबे गाँ गंडा छाड़ी करी urban area. So urban area become dense population and there will be heavy demand on different goods, commodities and house, and there will be problem create on transport, problem create energy demand will be become more and more, and water sanitation सब प्रकार चाहिदा वृद्धि पाइबा. सहर गोटा कलुषित अवस्था बा अति एनवायरनमेंट प्रॉब्लम सृष्टि हबो सहर एरिया रे. तेणु गाँ ऊपर आमे विशेष करी फोकस करिबा उचित कारण our agriculture, the farmers, maximum farmers are depend on agricultural sectors and allied activities. So that is why artisans and landless laborers are belongs to the underprivileged and often exploited sections of the society. No doubt they have throughout made a valuable contribution to the progress of our nations, and socio-economic conditions still remain extremely poor. Since independence, efforts have been made for creating suitable environment for the development. Artisan and craftsmen work in villages and cottage industry. They often do manual work and hence many of them engaged in handicrafts. सेमाने सब ए माने artisans एवं craftsmen माने जो manual work करी थांती कार्यक्रम. So both artisans and craftsmen engage in non-agricultural occupations. कृषि बाहर जो काम गुड़िक थाए ये आर्टिसंस माने एवं क्राफ्ट्समैन माने नॉन एग्रीकल्चरल ऑक्युपेशन से माने करी थांती. they do not engage in cultivation or in animal husbandry. They do not till the land either. They are not laborers. They have possesses special skill, efficiency, knowledge. ସେମାନଙ୍କର ଗୋଟେ ସ୍ୱତନ୍ତ୍ର ଦକ୍ଷତା କୁଶଳ ଏବଂ ଜ୍ଞାନ ସେମାନଙ୍କ ପାଖରେ ଭରପୁର ହୋଇଥାଏ। କୋଉମାନଙ୍କ ପାଖରେ ନା ଦ ଭିଲେଜ ଆର୍ଟିସାନ୍ସ ଆଣ୍ଡ କ୍ରାଫ୍ଟସମ୍ୟାନ୍ ସ୍ପେଶାଲ ସ୍କିଲ୍ ସେମାନଙ୍କ ପାଖରେ ଥାଏ। ତେଣୁ ସେମାନେ ଦେ ଆର୍ ନଟ୍ ବିଲଙ୍ଗସ୍ ଟୁ ଏଗ୍ରିକଲଚରାଲ ଫାର୍ମର୍ସ so that they have possesses the artisans as a mechanic skill. The artisans possesses mechanic skills. ତେଣୁ skilled worker. An artisan on the other hand is one who practice one of the fine arts, especially painting. विभिन्न प्रकार पुराण कालिया स्कल्पचर एवं अन्यान्य पेंटिंग सब सेमाने विशेष करी तांका पाखरे दक्षता थाए। An artist is a professional singer and a dancer also. Artisan means professional singer, dancer. A craftsman is one who practices a handicraft. Craftsman माने handicrafts तांकर हाथ काम बेसी थाए तेणु ताकु आ जाए handicrafts बोली। A skilled person. Handicraft maybe we can title as the manual skill, art or trade and occupations. सबु गुड़ाक हस्तकर्म रे निपुण से माने थांती। So both are usually self-employed, have a small range of operation. सेमानकर area of operation is very small, not wide. So that is why the government should give in focus on the artisans. Traditionally, village almost everywhere were marked by the presence of the traditional artisans who are engaged in activities such as pottery, cobbling, washing, weaving, etc. These activities indirectly benefited agriculture. एमान सब एई काम सब करी थांती विलेज एरिया मानकरे ट्रेडिशनल आर्टिसान मानसे। So artisan and craftsmen on the whole were adversely affected after the arrival of the Britishers. मानचेस्टर जेतले शिल्प विप्लव यूरोप कंट्री रे देखा गला भारत रे जेतले ब्रिटिशर्स माने 200 वर्ष ऊर्ध्व शासन कले जेतले ब्रिटिशर्स माने आम देश को प्रवेश कले सेते बेले आर्टिसन मान भारत रो जो विलेज कॉटन इंडस्ट्री माननकु से माने नेग्लेक्ट करि चालिले because in order to sell their own product as produced in Manchester of United Kingdom तांकर जेतले शिल्प विप्लव घटिला से माने सो भारत इज द बेस्ट मार्केट। सो तांकर विभिन्न प्रकार प्रोडक्ट गुडी कानी करी भारत को से माने बाछिले गोटे भलो बाजार भाबरे। तेणु आमर जो सेतबेले थिला कोन जे कॉटेज इंडस्ट्री, हैंडीक्राफ्ट, विलेज इंडस्ट्री एंड विभिन्न प्रकार कारुकार्य एगुड़ा सब ध्वस्त विध्वस्त हो गला से माने नेग्लेक्ट करले। ब्रिटिशर्स माने एमानकु आउ मोटिवेशन बा इंस्पिरेशन आउ देले नै कारण तांको प्रोडक्ट कि भली देश रे सेल करिवे जोति पय महात्मा गांधी विभिन्न प्रकार रिवोल्यूशन विभिन्न टाइम रे से समय रे हमर नेशनल फिगर माने सब आंदोलन करिथिले जे ब्रिटिश गुड को से माने जाली पुडी दोथिले सरकारी ऑफिस को से समय रे से माने बंद कर दोथिले इत्यादि। एभली हम भारत रे प्रोडक्शन हो पारिबो। तेणु टाटा ग्रुप मध्य एई आंदोलन रे मध्य टाटा रतन टाटा माने से माने बड़ बड़ इंडस्ट्रियलिस्ट माने इन्वॉल्व होइथिले ड्यूरिंग द revolution against Britishers. So before independence the development of khadi and village industry was entirely non-governmental effort under the guidance of Mahatma Gandhi. महात्मा गांधी को गाइडेंस रे विलेज कॉटेज इंडस्ट्री सेतबेले अति उच्चतर मानरे चालू रहिथिला। आफ्टर इंडिपेंडेंस द गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया टुक द रेस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी ऑफ ब्रिंगिंग द डेवलपमेंट ऑफ खदी एंड विलेज इंडस्ट्री विदिन द ओवरऑल फ्रेमवर्क of the 5-year plans. Therefore, the government of India set up Khadi and Village Industry Commission, KVIC बोली तक कहा जाए। भारत सरकार इंडिपेंडेंस भारत स्वाधीनता ला परे परे खदी एंड विलेज इंडस्ट्री कमिशन गोटा गठन कले सरकार हाथ को नेले कि गाँ गंडा अंचल रे खदी विलेज इंडस्ट्री भल भाव ग्रोथ हो पार लोक मान पर कैपिटा इनकम बढ़िबो सेल्फ एम्प्लॉयमेंट देश रे बढ़िबो इत्यादि सो द खदी and village industry program plays a predominant role in providing employment opportunity to rural artisans, more specifically to the socio-economically weaker strata of the society. Since agricultural sector has been losing, कारण आमे जानी चंती agriculture is the gamble of monsoon. कृषि चाषबास होची गोटे मौसम बायुर जुआ खेल जदि देश रे भल मौसम वायु प्रभावित हैला ठीक समय वर्षा हब चाषी माने उपकृत हेबे चाषी माने लॉटरी भाव रे बिल रे माने चाषबास पई बिहन बुणी दे आसिले जदि ठीक मौसम वायु प्रभावित होला ताले से माने अधिका प्रोडक्शन करिवे प्रॉफिट अधिका पाइबे जदि भल मौसम वायु न बहिला वर्षा ठीक समय न होला ठीक पाणीपाग न रहिला ताले जो लॉटरी खेल खेली बिल रे से माने कैपिटल इन्वेस्टमेंट करिथिले सार विष एवं बिहन से माने आसी बुणी आसीथिले जदि ठीक समय वर्षा इत्यादि न होला कोन होला से मानकर फल जीरो आसिला इनकम जीरो हो जो आउटपुट तेणु करी सेति पई हमर अलाइड एक्टिविटीज इज वेरी एसेंशियल थ्रू आउट ईयर फ्रॉम व्हिच विल अर्न इनकम अलाइड एक्टिविटीज जोड़ा कामर की गो पालन मेष पालन कुकुड़ा चाष एवं छेली पालन या माध्यम रे वर्ष तमाम इनकम करा जाय जदि चाष खेती हैला ताले एपटु अलाइड एक्टिविटी रु सहायक कृषि रु आमे पाई परिबा सो अलाइड एक्टिविटी so generate additional employment opportunity for the fast increasing workforce in rural areas. The importance of Khadi and Village Industry Commission has increased to find an alternative and appropriate employment for rural people. जो KVIC Khadi Village Industry Commission विभिन्न प्रकार एस्पेक्ट ऊपर गुरुत्व दे कि भली ग्रोथ हबो चेष्टा करूथिले सो फाइनेंसिंग एलिजिबल एजेंसी KVIC जो इंपोर्टेंस दोतला फाइनेंसिंग of eligible agency training of a persons employed or desirous of seeking employment in khadi and village industry and building the reserves of the materials promotion of sales and marketing of khadi village industry product etc. So KVIC Khadi Village Industry Commission is entrusted with planning, promotion, organization and implementation of programs for the development of the khadi and village industry in the rural areas in coordination with other agencies. Its functions consist of providing financial assistance, building of resources, raw materials, implementation for supply units, entrepreneurs, creation of common services for processing semi-finished goods, marketing of products, organization of training for artisans, entrepreneurs, the promotion of research in the production of technique, etc. So, यही बड़ी सबू KVIC बा खदी विलेज इंडस्ट्री कमिशन विभिन्न प्रकार स्टेप विभिन्न समय नौथिले एवं जा फल रे देश रे टू सम एक्सटेंट नाउ इट इज ग्रोइंग so far as the entrepreneur one of the important term for the small scale industrialist the entrepreneurial activities entrepreneur take a risk and a responsibility and is one of the innovator नूतन टेक्निक बिजनेस कौशल को कहा जाए इनोवेशन नॉट इट इज प्रोनाउंसिएशन लाइक सिमिलर विथ इन्वेंशन is just one of the scientific term. So with some tools and chemical we produce some new item that is known as the invention is one of the science term used in laboratory in research. For example, 2 hydrogen mixed with 1 oxygen. 2 hydrogen 1 oxygen मिसले हमर water हो गला. So that is invention, new products. But in innovation is totally different from innovation. It is the duty responsibility of the small entrepreneur to innovate गोटा नूतनत्व जिनिस बाहरी करी to meet the consumers demand because there are similar product of the same product in the market available, but innovation technique how to maximize the sales of the product. So innovation is one of the commercial term used in trading activities, in business activities, used by the entrepreneur. So such a training, entrepreneurial training, innovative thought is given by KVIC, Khadi and Village Industry Commissions. So that the entrepreneurial technique, new innovation will be undertaken by the entrepreneur, small entrepreneur, so maximum income will be generated in a rural area. And find out where there is heavy demand on the product, and find out elsewhere there is new market and proper communication system, and where the raw material is abundantly available and cheap labor facilities are available. All these are the innovative thought. एगुड़िका होची इनोवेशन कमर्शियल एक्टिविटी बा बिजनेस एक्टिविटी रे एगुड़ा होची इनोवेशन. सो कोन करे सो एंटरप्रेन्योरल एक्टिविटी रे हम देश रे कोन हेई थाए सो दैट जनरेशन ऑफ नेशनल वेल्थ हम देश रे नेशनल वेल्थ ग्रोथ हेई थाए बाय द हेल्प ऑफ दिस एंटरप्रेन्योरल एक्टिविटीज थ्रू स्मॉल स्केल इंडस्ट्री कॉटेज इंडस्ट्री. Entrepreneurs provides good opportunity for accelerating national wealth of a country. All of them combinedly contribute to grow the GDP, gross domestic product. So economic development held possible, and presence of domestic entrepreneurs and domestic enterprises is more valuable than the presence of a foreign entrepreneur. And the powerful force of motivation for individual to start enterprise may be economic gain, independence, wealth creation, self-employment, and increase the social status, etc. So generation of national wealth is held by possible by the entrepreneur, small entrepreneur, creating wage and self-employment. Also by the help of the cottage and village industry, we can create wage and self-employment. Hence, we can say here, the main objective of the KVIC to create new entrepreneurial activities, development scheme is to motivate and assist prospective and potential entrepreneur to set up small-scale units of their own, thereby become self-employed and continue to contribute significantly to production and employment in the country. Wage creation will be held possible due to one small units of enterprise. So next, small entrepreneur रे बा खदी village industry बा ग्राम्य शिल्पी मानकरे आउ कोन हे परिबो village industry मानकरे. Third रे we can grow or developing MSME, micro small medium enterprise. MSME, full formula micro small medium enterprise. So developing of micro small medium enterprise, government provides all the facilities to the MSME and create conducive and environment for entrepreneurial growth. It has to win the hearts of the entrepreneur to venture into diversified field of entrepreneurship. MSME like village industries, cottage industries, handicrafts, sericulture, aquaculture, and khadi village, other industries, and such types of small entrepreneur will appear in different parts of the country. एवं समाने केवल गोटे जगह सेमाने देखा देबेनी, सेमाने विभिन्न अंचल जो प्रोडक्ट रॉ मटेरियल अवेलेबल होउची. फॉर एग्जांपल समुद्र तटवर्ती मिलुथिबा रॉ मटेरियल बा सामुद्रिक रॉ मटेरियल गुडी का शंख सामुका एवं विभिन्न प्रकार माली इत्यादि देखिथिबो. पुरी कोणार्क बेलाभूमि अंचल रे बुली गले विभिन्न प्रकार हैंडीक्राफ्ट सब मिली थाए हस्तकर्म रे विभिन्न प्रकार निपुण जिनस गुड़िक सब मिली थाए सुंदर कारुकार्य भरा पिपिली चांदुआ फॉर एग्जांपल कसा बासन काम आमर भुवन ढेंकानाल भुवन कटकर तारकाशी कार्यक्रम एवं जेभली संबलपुरी साड़ी आमर जो पावरलूम फॉर एग्जांपल कटेज हैंडलूम रे आगे सब इविंग होउथला हस्तबुणा माध्यम रे जेतबे पावरलूम आसी गला सो धीरे धीरे हैंडलूम कोन हैला विदा हैला शक्ति चालित तंत्र हिसाब रे हमें प्रचुर प्रोडक्शन करि थाउ सो पावरलूम आज कन्वर्टेड that cottage industry that is जोड़ा हस्तचालित तंत्र गुड़िक वर्तमान से गुड़ाक शक्ति चालित तंत्र परिणत हो गला सो हाथ रे जो गुड़ाक तैयारी होता है तार निपुण कारिकार्य सब थाए सो बनारसी जो बनारसी पाट संबलपुरी साड़ी संबलपुरी विभिन्न प्रकार वस्त्र एवं ब्रह्मपुरी पाट एगुड़ा सब हूँ आमर विभिन्न प्रकार अंचल नहीं आमर एगुड़ा सब प्रोडक्शन होता है सो यही गाँ गंडा अंचल मिलुवा सपोज गुड़ प्रस्तुत करवा सो आखु चाष हम गुड़ प्रस्तुत हम एवं विभिन्न प्रकार अन्य सब प्रोडक्ट गुड़िक खाद्य बा घर सरंजाम एवं अन्य आइटम गुड़िक sufficiently that can be produced by handicrafts, village industry and other industries. So that is why we should give in priority on the rural village area. So strategy for intervention and action कौन सब सरकार सब नौचंती स्ट्रेटेजी इत्यादि क्रेडिट नीड्स विलेज इंडस्ट्री मानक पई सब क्रेडिट नीड्स दरकार पड़ची इनपुट सपोर्ट फैक्टर इनपुट सब कौन दरकार पड़ची प्रोडक्ट आज रिजर्वेशंस प्रोडक्ट गुडी का कौन सब केते स्टॉक रिजर्वेशन रखिबा फॉर व्हिच टाइम एंड वेयर इट विल सेल हाउ टू मैक्सिमाइज द प्रॉफिट हाउ टू प्रॉफिट विल प्रोवाइड टू द ओनर ऑफ द इंडस्ट्रीज रिसर्च नीड्स मार्केट नीड्स ये गुडी सब कवर करछि जे डेवलपमेंट ऑफ आर्टिसंस एंड लैंडलेस लेबरर्स सो रूरल इंडस्ट्री स्कीम फॉर द रूरल इंडस्ट्री कि कौन सब स्कीम सब अच्छी आम देश रे सो स्मॉल इंडस्ट्री डेवलपमेंट बैंक ऑफ इंडिया SIDBI अच्छी नेशनल बैंक फॉर एग्रीकल्चर एंड रूरल डेवलपमेंट आमर जो गुडा नाबार्ड अच्छी नाबार्ड नेशनल बैंक फॉर एग्रीकल्चर एंड रूरल डेवलपमेंट Khadi and Village Industry Commission, and in the implementation of the program is being done at district level, that is district level implementing committee under the chairmanship of the district collector, and state level implementing committee under the chairmanship of the secretary, and such type of different organization and government organization established to develop and grow the village and khadi industries. Apart from this, integrated infrastructure development IID centers madhya desare achi. Central government formulated the scheme for setting up integrated infrastructural development center in rural and backward areas of the country since the 8th 5-year plan. So KVIC for setting up units in rural areas, khadi and village industry पाई गाँ गंडा अंचल रे विभिन्न प्रकार सरकारी अनुष्ठान मध्य प्रोत्साहन देता है ट्रेनिंग देता है एवं इनपुट्स जोगे देता है लाइक मैट वीविंग फाइबर इंडस्ट्री गाँ गंडा अंचल रे मध्य मैट वीविंग फाइबर इंडस्ट्री स्थापन करा जाता है टू इंक्रीज द family household income. This industry under the purview of KVIC has grown consistently during the past years. The development strategy of the KVIC envisages introduction of different improved tools for processing different fibers so as to make the product competitive in quality and finish, and extraction of fibers. Prominent states under this under this industry as UP, Uttar Pradesh, Maharashtra, Odisha, and like the Rajasthan, Punjab, यही सब राज्य मानकरे हमर मैट प्रचुर परिमाण रे प्रोडक्शन करा जाय था एवं विभिन्न अंचल से गुडी सब सेल्स करा जाय था assistance also provided like science and technology and training domestic market development export promotion trade information service welfare measures quality improvement development of brown fiber sectors etc so apart from this there are numbers of other programs facility also government provided during different plan periods rural employment generation program for example RLGP जोड़ा को आजाउची district special employment programs national project on selected village industries so RLGP rural employment generation program develop the khadi and village industry for the generation of additional employment recommended by the high power committee chairmanship of the Prime Minister. Directly it is controlled and undertaken by instruction of the Prime Minister of our country how to grow the khadi and village industry. So innovation and generation of employment, generation of income and distribution of scattered distribution of a small industry एगुड़ी को सबू आमर डेवलपमेंट हेई थाए खदी एंड विलेज industry माध्यम रे so besides this there are other state policy programs also prevails in our country for the development of the small village industries so employment generation program सबू like स्वर्ण जयंती ग्राम स्वरोजगार योजना संपूर्ण ग्रामीण रोजगार योजना नेशनल सोशल असिस्टेंट इंदिरा आवास योजना ये सब मध्य employment generation program सब include करा जाउछि the scheme of Pradhan Mantri Gramodoy Yojana was launched during 2001 the Prime Minister for Rural Development was the nodal ministry responsible for implementation and monitoring of the rural housing Gramina Awas component so that as here the subjects cover in this context of village artisans and craftsmen and landless labor small scale industry the Fiscal Commission 1950 made a distinction between that small scale industry and cottage industry a small scale industry particularly is one which is operated mainly with the higher level usually up to 10 to 50 hands they are located in semi urban or rural area they use power driven machines and modern methods of production they employed labor on own wages they use capital and other resources ये गुडी को सब small scale industry रे व्यवहार होई थाए so cottage industry small scale एगुडी को सब माइक्रो इंडस्ट्री रे जाउछि बस हाउसहोल्ड cottage industry or household industry so a cottage industry is one which is carried on wholly or primarily with the help of members of the family either as a whole or a part time occupation एगडा सब होछि cottage industry आगु कहिबा हमें cottage industry is one which is carried on wholly or primarily with the help of the family members एगुडी होछि कुटीर शिल्प रे हमें इनक्लूड करिबा ताले कॉटेज इंडस्ट्री बा एगुडी सब केमती कार्यक्रम होई थाए बा यार सब वैशिष्ट्य गुडी को कोन हे परिबो आउ सब कोन हे परिबो दे आर ऑर्गेनाइज्ड बाय इंडिविजुअल with private resource and with the help of members of the household. The cottage industry use local resources and local skill. से सब आंचलिक भित्तिरे गढ़ी उठी थाए लोकल स्किल लोकल बा आंचलिक भित्तिरे जो कला कौशल हस्तकर्म जो माने सब निपुण थांती से माने सब करी विभिन्न अंचल सब विक्रय करी थांती The output is sold largely in the local market skills. जो output होता है factor input converted into output through intermediate process. So that output is particularly sold in local areas or to supply to the urban areas or semi-urban areas. For example, rope making, woodwork, handloom weaving, toy making, hand spinning, एगुड़ा सब होची कटेज इंडस्ट्री रे इनक्लूड करा जाउची. सो ancillary industry होची जोड़ा कि सहायक शिल्प. The capital investment required heavy. The industry is closely linked with a large scale industry. एगुड़ी का ancillary industry गुड़ी का large scale industry सहित attachment है थांती. सो आगोटे होची माइक्रो इंडस्ट्री होची टिनी इंडस्ट्री अछि अति क्षुद्र शिल्प जोड़ा के सब अछि. Within the small scale industry, the government have given a recognition to a new category called the teeny industry. This small scale industry unit in which investment in plants and machineries below 5 lakh only required. That supply the factor inputs to large scale industry only. So criteria small scale industry रे हमर सब कोन सब क्राइटेरिया मुख्य क्राइटेरिया हवा दरकार. प्रोडक्ट आइडेंटिफिकेशन को बळी सब प्रोडक्ट सब दरकार. कंडक्ट मार्केट सर्वे कि भली जने गेनर होई परिबो. स्मॉल स्केल कटेज इंडस्ट्री हैंडीक्राफ्ट्स बा क्राफ्ट्समैन जोगुडी को सब प्रोडक्शन करी थांदी कि भली से मान सब गेनर होई परिबे. प्रचुर खाली प्रोडक्शन कर देला हबो नै. सेति पई डिमांड थिबा दरकार बा मार्केट थिबा दरकार. So conduct market survey, study the products as regards their demand in the markets. को अंचल सब मार्केट तार हेवी डिमांड अछि. सो एई भली करले हमें सब जो माने सब प्रोडक्शन करूचंती कटेज इंडस्ट्री विलेज इंडस्ट्री से मानका प्रोडक्ट मैक्सिमम सेल हे परिबो. Study similar product available in the market that can be probably competitors. सेही भली आउ कोठी कंपिटिटर माने प्रोडक्शन करूचंती कि जदि प्रोडक्शन करूचंती ताला तार क्वालिटी टेस्ट एवं तार स्ट्रक्चर मध्य परिवर्तन हमु करिया पय पड़िबो. ताला डिमांड लोक मानकर अधिका आसीबो. सो फाइंड whether the product can be exported where the product is heavily demanded. We should export it from rural area to big towns or urban areas or to foreign countries we can supply. So market survey, financial implication involved, technical know-how available, experience in this line must be given. Preparation of a preliminary project report to decide form of ownership, sole proprietors, partnership. So decide the locations and find out where the raw materials are sufficiently available and cheaply the labor also available. So again, what you want, the question hour, put some questions where you are in doubt or about the cottage village industry or small industries or handicrafts, etc. Any question from the learners? So any question? So another type of that is handloom. Handloom हम जानते converted into power loom nowadays. जेते प्रकार सब हैंडलूम थिला वर्तमान सब जेहेतु शक्ति चालित तंत्र सब बाहर पड़लानी. कारण there is heavy demand on the products. विभिन्न प्रकार गारमेंट्स जोगुडा संबलपुर बा अन्य अंचल बरहमपुर साइड रे जोगुडा सब हैंडलूम रे तयारी होतला वर्तमान कन्वर्टेड इनटू पावर लूम बिकॉज़ देयर इज हेवी डिमांड ऑन द प्रोडक्ट also exported to other countries and to other metropolitan cities. So there is heavy demand on this product and also revenue earn or income generated a maximum from this industries or handloom. Handloom weaving is a significant industry, employed lakhs of people in the country. So the most urgent task today is one of the devising appropriate institutional and structural support. The government must support to grow the handlooms. So credit needs is one of the important intervention strategy planning for the handloom weavers. This is the credit is the single largest contribution growth for the handloom industry. Despite all the claims and subsidies to the handloom sector opportunity must be granted to the or given to the handloom weavers. The credit needs of the majority of weavers outside the cooperative fold also remain underdressed, also neglected are the different kinds of credit needs of weavers. While adequate and timely credit for input and for procurement is the main need at times, capital may be required for repair or for domestic or social expenses. जेते प्रकार क्रेडिट नीड टाइमली होची वेरी इंपोर्टेंट एवं ता मझिरे जदि कोनोसी प्रॉब्लम हैला सेटा को मध्य सॉर्ट आउट करबा उचित हैंडलूम वीवर्स मान एवं ताकर ट्रेनिंग फैसिलिटी मस्ट बी गिवन अपॉर्चुनिटी आज अवेलेबल फ्रॉम द सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट स्टेट गवर्नमेंट they must be the owner of the handloom must be created awareness among themselves. So input support madhya handloom pai is very important. The concerning of the yarn by master weavers through जोड़ा का मैं कॉटन सब बड़ा तुला पाउचंती that is yarn को जाए से गड़ा सब जेतबे ब्रिटिश गवर्नमेंट मैनचेस्टर रे प्रचुर भारत रे जो क्वालिटी yarn प्रोडक्शन होथला जा फल रे हमर सूता सब तयारी होथला तेणु ब्रिटिश सरकार कौन करथिले से समय रे भारत रु रॉ मटेरियल पाई जाउथिले से रॉ मटेरियल नेकिर मैनचेस्टर रे तयारी करथिले ताकू चाइना अन्य कंट्री मानकू सप्लाई करथिले प्रचुर परिमाण रे प्रॉफिट पाउथिले तेणु भारत ओडिसा रे आर्न प्रोडक्शन होची कॉटन पर्टिकुलरली द बलांगीर द डिस्ट्रिक्ट बलांगीर कोरापुट एंड कलाहांडी ए सब जिला मानकर प्रचुर परिमाण आर्न क्वालिटेटिव आर्न कॉटन सब प्रोडक्शन करा जाय था सो सेति पई fluctuation in arm prices to the levels which often go beyond the reach of the individual weaver. So input support must be given to the producers. This happens because of the several practices that go against weavers also. विभिन्न प्रकार practice weaver मानक against रे मध्य जाई थाए तेणु से गुड़िक सबू the government should focus on the weavers against रे जो गुड़िक जाउची बा how the positive idea thought चिंताधारा मध्य weaver मानकु बा producer मानकु arm producer मानकु the government should be supported so that they will be motivated and inspired to produce more and more yarn and cotton so that the raw materials will be plentifully available in our country and the output will be held possible and we can export to other countries and urban metropolitan cities. We can earn more and the family members will earn more and more income from these sectors. So all this about your topic. So सब पिला को इंस्ट्रक्शन कर दिया होची जे सेमाने सब रजिस्ट्रेशन टे कर दियो ना अल्प पिला करिच रजिस्ट्रेशन और के जण बाकी रहि जाइछ ना सब लिखि दियो मेसेज बॉक्स रे आउ के जण बाकी रहि गलनी धोनीता रजिस्ट्रेशन कर देछ हेलो अभिमन्यु
यस सर
अभिमन्यु सुनीता महंत
यस सर
बबीता महंत कर देछ
यस सर
अच्छा डॉली रानी हितेशु दास
ସାର୍ କରିଦଉଛି ଏବେ।
ଏଇ କରିନ ବାକି ରହିଛି ତ ସେଟା ସର୍ଟେଜ ପଡି ଯାଉଛି ଆଟେଣ୍ଡାନ୍ସ ଗୁଡାକ।
ଓକେ ଓକେ ସାର୍ କରିଦଉଛି।
ହଁ କରିଦିଅ ସବୁ। ମେସେଜ ବକ୍ସ ରେ ରେଜିଷ୍ଟ୍ରେସନ କରିଦିଅ, ନାଁଟା ଲେଖିଦିଅ। ରେଜିଷ୍ଟ୍ରେସନ ନମ୍ବର ଲେଖିଦିଅ, ନାଁଟା ଲେଖିଦିଅ। So today I marked a full stop here in my counseling part.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.